The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
The NSA are the good guys. They've played a blinder on this, I tell you. Well, yeah, and you imagine what the NSA have been able to negotiate with that in terms of budget and budget for the Pentagon. And I mean, it's only recently, I mean, I've been a bit slow on this. I've only got an IQ of 190, so I'm a bit slow. It's only recently occurred to me that the NSA had extracted from Mike Hayden a copy of the DNA report. I'd always understood the CIA had sat on it, but of course they would have got it from Mike Hayden because I'd armed them with the Mike Hayden's offshore bank accounts. Of course they would have got the DNA report. I had always thought the Pentagon had done their independent researchers, but they clearly had the DNA report as well. I mean, I was in the Pentagon. I briefed the boys in the Pentagon. I was in fairly deep into the Pentagon briefing the boys about the situation with Obama, and they made it quite clear to me that they had verified it. But I'd always understood that they'd more concentrate on things like passport records and his Occidental application and his description of himself as a Kenyan born in his book. And there's a lot of evidence out there. That I don't think the Pentagon ever had the photograph in '61 of Ann Dunham not pregnant. Yeah, and I'm not sure the Pentagon, and I don't think the Pentagon, I don't believe Boeing knew the Boeing file on Ann Dunham. There's a Boeing security file, and it apparently is very, very thin. The FBI took the lead. It was J. Edgar's boys took the lead on exposing Ann Dunham.
The biggest problem has been with all of these wannabe lawyers, wannabe heroes, and there's a whole bunch of them.
Yep.
The biggest problem has been A, they don't understand the law. B, they don't have jurisdiction. C, the biggest problem of all is Eric Holder as Attorney General of the United States.
Yes.
Now, other than that, there's not really any other big problems.
No. Unless Eric Holder unless he actually stuffs it, which we're all hoping he won't.
Well, you know, it was amazing. You know, the guy had to be taken to the hospital the other day for shortness of breath and everything else.
That's after we saw my video, yes, apparently.
Well, it would appear, but the bottom line is the comments in the around the world were amazing. People were saying, "I hope the son of a bitch dies." I mean, you know, that's
a bit mean. I'm not a mean person.
No, but I mean, look, there's a lot of people that feel that way. You know, that's the way it is. Hell, Michael, there's probably a lot of folks that wish you and me would die. You know?
Yes. Well, that's yeah, Al Qaeda, George Bush 41, the Germans, the DVD, joined the bloody list.
Yeah. Who are the people that call themselves the Gaia militia? Do you know those folks?
No. I believe Gaia militia got it from NSA. There'll be a cutout and multiple cutouts, but I think Gaia militia.
The secret.
I've never heard of Gaia militia. Never heard of it.
Nobody else has either. No, well,
they may be a tame. They may be a tame little site set up by. It may be one of the NSA's tame sites.
Well, I know one thing. They've got everything you've ever done, and even have a whole section devoted to you.
Yeah, but it's extraordinary because they're getting it from intelligence, I would imagine. They're certainly not getting. I can assure you, they are not getting it from me. I can assure you, I did not know the video clip was going up. I can assure you that the first I heard of it was when I think it was you. I was told at the end of last week it's gone viral.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no question about it.
Somebody's trying to get me murdered in prison. Somebody's trying to get me put in prison. Somebody's trying to get me murdered in prison. There's very heavy pressure on me at the moment. And I've got this bogus allegation to fend off. So it wouldn't surprise me that my name, that the video clip would be put out there by someone, by a good guy in intelligence.
Yeah. Well, The Secret Vault, who put out your entire Marlboro series, that's probably your people that you know, those folks from the intelligence community.
Well, I know the Marlboro Group, but who's put out the entire Marlboro series?
They call themselves the Secret Vault.
Yeah, again, never heard of them. This is the first time I've ever been made aware of their existence.
Well, if this is any indication,
I'm not narcissistic. I keep the occasional eye on what's being said about me on the internet, particularly.
Well, if it's any indication, this might help you. You're an intelligence man. You know what clues mean. The videos that the Secret Vault have put out are in the highest form of HD quality. So that probably would indicate, at least it would to me, they're probably the people who actually filmed the Marlboro conference that day.
Well, the people who filmed the Marvel conference, it was filmed by a very nice independent filmmaker who was, he wasn't, heavily involved in the world of films, but he was professional. He knew what he was doing. And he was someone who was a member of the group.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.